You know, I do not speak Spanish. You know this. You have spoken Spanish to me. I have responded by asking you where the library is. That is the extent of my Spanish. But from what I could make out, it sounds as though the president of Mexico, Mr. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, does not like you very much.
Este señor Ted Cruz, senador, diciendo que celebra el que yo no asista a la cumbre porque yo protejo.
Marco Rubio, y si me permite, dice, me alegra ver que el presidente mexicano, que ha entregado secciones de su país a los cárteles de droga y es un apologista de la tiranía en Cuba, un dictador asesino en Nicaragua y de un narcotraficante en Venezuela, no estará esta semana en Estados Unidos. ¿Qué comentaría a Marco Rubio?
Pues yo no sé, es que no los identifico bien, pero hay
es senador por Florida, republicano.
Sí, pero no solo es ese. Entonces son tres. Es este señor Rubio, que pertenece al Partido Republicano. Así es, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y Ted Cruz también al Partido Republicano.
También.
Bueno, el Ted Cruz igual, pero todavía Ted Cruz le añadió, o sea, que no solo protejo dictaduras, sino que permití al narcotráfico que dominara en un amplio territorio de México. Yo le digo al señor Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, pero también al otro, a los dos, que presenten pruebas.
I could make out about one phrase there, Senator. The phrase was Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz kept coming up. So if you wouldn't mind, I know you're a little more fluent than I am. What did the president of Mexico say about you, and why is he so angry with you?
So I will say that is one of the most bizarre press conferences I've ever seen, because you've got a Mexican reporter who asks him a question about Marco Rubio. And AMLO says, I'm sorry, who is this Rubio guy? I don't know who he is. And the reporter says, oh, he's the senator from Florida. And he goes, yeah. There are three of them, three of the Cubans, but Ted Cruz. And it's the most bizarre thing, because the reporter asked about Rubio, and AMLO responds by attacking me. And I mean, going off on a screed, attacking me. And it's really bizarre. So the reason AMLO is so worked up is that at a Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing, I pointed out that Mexico has had a horrific record under AMLO's presidency of allowing journalists to be murdered. And we're seeing historic levels of the drug cartels murdering journalists. If a journalist dares cover the drug cartels and cover their murder and extortion and crimes, they're killing them, and AMLO's turning a blind eye. And what's fascinating about this exchange, so Rubio had tweeted about AMLO's support for Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela and dictators. And actually, AMLO doesn't mind that. He's like, yeah, forget about the dictators. Cruz is saying I'm turning a blind eye to the drug cartels. And what he says there is, show me the proof. And he actually goes on later in that press conference to say, I have the proof. I have the proof that Cruz is on the take from the supporters of gun rights. And so he goes on this whole thing about, Cruz refuses to ban guns. You know what, AMLO? Damn straight. I refuse to ban guns. We have this thing in the United States called the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. You don't want your citizens to be able to defend themselves from the drug cartels that are terrorizing innocent Mexican citizens. And instead of responding to the substance, instead of having a government that actually takes steps to protect freedom of the press, to protect journalists, to stand up to the criminals, instead, AMLO seems very, very dismayed. To quote Shakespeare, methinks she doth protest too much.
I just love that he has that nickname, AMLO. He's sort of like J-Lo with the Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. That's very impressive. And when you've got two world leaders, both in North America, attacking you, You've got Biden going after you and then this feckless guy down in Mexico. I suppose that means you're probably doing something right.
Look, I'm just waiting for Justin Trudeau. I want the trifecta. Come on, man. The Canadian truckers were right. Let's see if Trudeau rises to the occasion.